This quick review has been powered by BecexTech.com for more than just low prices. Let me introduce HTC's best contender for the money-conscious consumer. The HTC Desire 816 packs a whole lot of power in a pretty design that rivals even some high-end devices. Why is it so good? Let's have a look. The 816 boasts some modest specs with a large 5.5-inch 720p display wrapped head to toe in glossy and matte plastic. Inside the guts of the Desire 816 is a Snapdragon 400 processor paired with 1.5GB of RAM and 8GB of internal storage. Don't worry about the low capacity, as there is a micro SD card slot granting up to 128GB of extra storage. A 13 megapixel camera runs the show on the back, with a 5 megapixel camera taking control on the front. BoomSound speakers put the boom in BoomSound on the front, but more on that later. Android KitKat skinned with HTC Sense 6 runs on the software side, with a 2600 mAh battery keeping this thing alive. Despite the immediate when first laying eyes on the Desire 816's minimalistic non-metal design, it does do a great job of looking good without standing out. As much as you may want to, it's hard to deny that the 816 actually has a very appealing design that's thin and fits extremely comfortably in the hand. The glossy plastic backing and matte sides and front actually make for a very sturdy grip on the device, unlike other recent unibody metal devices. The screen's 720p resolution leaves a little bit to be desired, but for this price you are still getting a sharp display with a satisfying maximum brightness. Although color reproduction produces whites that appear almost cream, blacks do however appear deeper when compared to the LG G3. Overall, the 816 has a satisfying display that rivals phones at a more expensive price point, but is discernibly noticeable compared side by side with a flagship device. BoomSound speakers are the best listening experience you'll ever find on a smartphone, hands down. Dual front-facing speakers give a rich, in-depth sound that can fill a small room with music rather than tinny screeching. Paired with Beats Audio and an awesome music app and visualization, the HTC Desire 816 is a one-stop shop for audiophiles with a knack for good sound. This is a time-lapse of the LG G3 against the 816 in a battery draining test, where I had the speakers at maximum volume along with the brightness. I did this for over 6.5 minutes while watching a YouTube video. Battery life is the biggest issue we find in current smartphone technology, but pairing the 2600 mAh battery with power efficient specs, the Desire 816 has an outstanding battery that gives you a very generous full day of battery guaranteed, and could even go as far as 2 days depending on how heavy you use it. It's no secret that the 816's glossy back panel is the world's biggest fingerprint magnet. The back panel will attract fingerprints even if you aren't touching it. Underneath these fingerprints you are also certain to find scratches. Maybe not big ones, but lots and lots of tiny micro scratches. A case is a real necessity when it comes to this device. The buttons are placed in a very awkward position that does not make pressing them natural. For starters, I find buttons on the left unnatural in general, and this phone is not small by any means, making it an awkward left-hand shuffle to the top for the power button. Something I don't love or hate is the camera. The camera quality best reflects the cameras found in the Nexus devices. On paper, the high-resolution cameras would suggest sharp, beautiful images, but they are nowhere to be found. That being said, for this price range you are still getting a 13 and a 5 megapixel camera, which is very generous, and they still do produce nice images that could be used as wallpapers or printed. Should you get the HTC Desire 816? For the ultra competitive price of only $389 on BecexTech.com, matched with amazing speakers, a modest display and an attractive design, this phone is absolutely perfect for anyone on a budget or someone looking to buy a phone as a gift. Be sure to visit BecexTech.com to purchase this device and hundreds more. You'll find a link in the description below. This has been Alec from the Quick Review, reviewing the HTC Desire 816. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.